Hello, and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. Last time, things went bad in a hurry of all hurries, and I don't really see a way out of this at the moment. I just have to actually say I'm in the game. Hey, Sachi, what's Makina up to?
はい、先ほどおやつにホットケーキを3枚ほど召し上がられまして、今はご睡をしていらっしゃいます。
Huh. Is Amane not watching her snacking at the moment? Taking a siesta, huh?
はい、起こしますか？
No, that's alright. Might as well let her sleep.
かしこまりました。
Anything happened while I was gone?
そういえば、先ほど風見さん宛ての封筒が届きました。
Oh, how convenient. Delivery for me.
はい、こちらになります。
I instantly recognize the pea green envelope Sachi casually produces. It's a standard Asahi clean stationery. Who brought this over exactly? My name's written on the envelope, but there's no address or post office stamp. We generally don't make a policy of entrusting internal documents to middlemen like the postal service. Someone from the company must have brought it directly.
申し訳ありません。相手の方のお名前は確認しておりませんが、おそらくはバイク便業者の方かと。
What a naive little way to explain the oddity. I see. Motorbike messengers are right up with the taxi drivers as a popular side job at Ichigaya. The delivery man was almost certainly a co-worker of mine. Oh, is that really? Okay, I guess that's really a thing. Actually, come to think of it, I'm impressed you even got him to hand it over, which is also... Yeah, I was thinking that. They just left it here without Yuuji even being here. Normally speaking, any internal document, let alone something you'd go out of your way to transport via only SneakerNet, would be designated direct delivery only. But here we are.
はい。最初は本人にしか渡せないとの一点張りだったのですが、では渡していただけるまで私もここを動きませんと申し上げたところ、15分後に私に託してくださいました。
Why were you so insistent? Huh, whatever. Just a guess here, but I'm thinking that delivery man had been planning to wait for my return out by the main gate or something. Probably wasn't expecting to deal with an expressionless woman in full maid uniform standing rigidly at his side like a diminutive Buckingham Palace guard. The man might as well have tried to be considerate. Probably told Sachi, yeah, it's fine, I'll take care of it, or as, why don't you at least sit down? This, of course, would have earned nothing but a curt, no thank you, as the perfectly stationary girl continued to bore into him with her steady, unblinking gaze of death. That's pretty much the way our Komeni Sachi's personality works, but... well, I can understand how it might seem more than a little creepy to an outsider. Probably broke under the sheer psychological pressure. Although, only lasting 15 minutes is pretty damn pitiful any way you look at it.
何やら急に頭を両の手でかきむしり始めまして。
That's a hell of a reaction.
ああ、もう、わかったわかった。渡せばいいんだろう。ともすれば、やけくそになったかのようなご様子でしたが。
Maybe I should tell JB. Oh, he's gonna be in
私は何
trouble.
か悪いことをしたのでしょうか。
Nah, you're fine, Sachi. More importantly, was the man who delivered this envelope maybe riding a new-looking black motorcycle?
はい、確かに黒いオートバイでした。
Nah,
お知り合いの方ですか？
No, that's not it. I just noticed an unfamiliar motorcycle stopped at the entrance to the shopping district, so I was wondering if it might have been him. I see. So you switch right over to surveillance after dropping off the documents to me. But the guy can get worn out by Sachi here. He's probably a pretty damn green new part-timer, but an observer with that kind of mobility is still somewhat troublesome. In any case, the envelope got to me in the end. Thanks, Sachi.
はい、お役に立てて幸いです。
Now how are we going to kill the Makina? A delivery from the company right now. Almost certainly has something to do with the assassination we just discussed, but the envelope's strangely thick. From what Sachi told me, the messenger stopped by about an hour and a half ago. At that time, I was still in JB's office. In other words, a woman could have handed these to me herself if she wanted to. So why go out of your way to use an employee to deliver them? And why deliver them at a time you're not extremely confident that they needed to be handed over? Did they, like, radio the guy up, like, yeah, he agreed to it, hand them over? I guess the simplest explanation would be they didn't want to hand over too much intelligence on the spot in case I decide to refuse my orders. Well, no point speculating until I've at least taken a look at the contents. This is a thick sheaf of A4 paper that emerges from the envelope is covered in a dense array of tiny characters, as if deliberately designed to crush the reader's willpower before they've even begun. There's only one person I know who goes around making reports this maliciously dense. JB, huh? The bundle of paper is as thick as one of those weekly manga tomes. Yes, let's call them tomes. As I begin a preliminary flip-through, skimming past lengthy sentences embodying JB's over-serious German personality, several bolded phrases quickly catch my eye. The prosperity of the Arisu clan, light and shadow. Ooh, does this sound like a novel? Arisu Machina, birth to the present day. Extra Departmental Order 11847 detailed plan. Well, shit. No wonder she couldn't hand it over directly. This looks like a grab bag of highly restricted material. Even though the people directly involved in organizing the job probably don't have access to such comprehensive rundown of the facts. Some of the documents in this thing are clearly marked removal and copying strictly prohibited. As a whole, this is dangerously outside the range of what JB's permitted to spread around her on her personal initiative. What the hell's that woman thinking? Probably trying to help me come up with a plan, right? Probably one of the reasons they sent a new greenhorn to send it, so you didn't have as much a loyalty to the place, yeah? Someone who's willing to do it or maybe not is familiar with the exact protocols. However, it's clear that the majority of the information, or someone who would just be maybe nervous under questioning and not really sure how to respond and not all that helpful as a witness or evidence or something, I don't know, something like that. It feels like the greenhorn makes sense for this sort of, if she's trying to help me. However, it's clear the majority of the information I need is hiding in these bundles of paper. To be honest, it's about the best gift I could have hoped for right now. Why show me all this? Just what do you expect me to do, JB? Putting that aside, it seems like it'll take 2 or 3 days just to read it all. Oh god. Well, whatever. I'm a chronic insomniac anyway, so it shouldn't be hard to find the time. If nothing else, a decent sleep aid's always appreciated. I take out some oolong tea from the fridge and drink deeply and loud, straight from the bottle. Drinking tea from the bottle. I don't even drink tea, but drinking tea from the bottle just seems weird. For the first time since leaving JB's office, I feel halfway human again. With the I don't drink coffee either. I just don't drink that sort of stuff. I like fruit juice. Apple juice is great. Apple juice is the best. It is amazing. With a deep sigh, I drop myself down into the floor, then focus my attention on the first document of many. We should have... I don't know how intelligent it would be getting Machina involved this early, but wouldn't it be an interesting tool to use Machina to memorize all these pages and then try to reference it later? With a deep sigh, I drop down onto the floor, then focus my attention on the first document of many. It's getting late. Yes, JB is trying to paint as detailed picture as possible. There's a fair amount of information that looks irrelevant at first glance, to the point where the documents seem almost overly long. But as I continue reading, I often find myself realizing that she's carefully foreshadowed critical events, providing background naturally bit by bit instead of dumping it onto the reader all at once. She should be a novelist. It's actually a pretty ingenious structure, and surprisingly readable, considering the dense material. But before I know it, I spend several hours with my eyes glued to the page, poring over the documents one after another. When the knock comes at my door, I'm surprised to find it's already past 7 o'clock. God, she doesn't even know. Yeah, I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Quickly gathering up a stack of paper I've been leafing through, I stash it away deep inside my rucksack. Is that so? Is that so?
どうかした？酢豚は嫌いだった？パイナップルは入ってないのよ。
Pineapple's pretty good, damn it. I'm not sure about sweet and sour pork good, but, like, I don't know how well it'd go with that, but... No, that's not it. It's nothing big. It's not as though there's really any need to hide the truth. But seeing as the main character of the non-fiction novel I've just been reading appear before my eyes inspires a strong wave of guilt. Trying to disguise the feelings, I drop a hand on Makina's head with a firm thump.
Huh? Nani?
Your head's a little damp, kid. Just got out of the bath or something?
今日はね、見たいテレビがあるから早めにお風呂入ったのよ。
Ah, alright. Today is Professor Dave Day.
そうそう。
Oh god.
今日はね、デイブがヘビに噛まれるのよ。
But I have
パパも
to...
一緒に見ようよ。
But I need to read. I need to finish this. I have 4 days at most, and it can take me 2 or 3 to finish reading. Then I need to come up with a plan and actually do something about it. Sure, but let's eat first. My head feels unpleasantly heavy, probably because I've been reading JB's documents all this time. Well, good thing Yuuji is a bit of a dedicated reader. Not to say that I'm physically tired or unwell, it's just pure psychological weight. Learning the details of the girl's past was a harsher burden than I expected.
はーい、お待たせなのよ。豚なし酢豚なのよさ。
Are we gonna go over her past, or are we just gonna have Yuuji bring it up as it's relevant? Huh. That looks pretty tasty.
でしょ？腕によりをかけて作ったのよ。さあ、担当上がり。こらこら、あんたが一人で作ったみたいな顔しないの。あんたはちょっとお手伝いしただけでしょ。
Oh no, you want to take all the credit? Who the fuck cares? Just eat, man.
でもじゃがいものもちもち団子を作ったの私なのよ。確かにじゃがいもをぐにぐに練ったのはあんただけどさ。むしろあんたは私があげるたびに横でつまみ食いしてた方が多いんじゃない？ 12個作ったのに8個しか残ってなかったのはなぜなのかしら？
Ooh.
だって美味しかったのよさ。
That's always the best excuse. Why is all the food gone now that we're about ready to eat dinner? But it was such good food. Wait, what do you mean? Well, hardly a big deal, right?
またあんたはそうやってマキナを甘やかすんだから。
I think she deserves to be spoiled a little bit right now. Guess you're right. Amani didn't really need to point that out. I'm perfectly aware that I'm being more than a little soft on Makina right now. Sachi wasn't wrong the other day. The girl really does have a past that can change the way you see her. Once you know the facts, it's impossible not to look at her with sympathy in your eyes. And knowing that your pity will only make the girl feel even more miserable, you end up trying not to look at all. Makina probably kept the details of her past to herself, precisely because she didn't want to deal with that sort of awkwardness in her relationships here. Just looking into the face of a friend who's learned the truth would be painful. However, it's now absolutely necessary that I understand Makina's past down to the smallest details, and in turn she needs to know what I've learned. That's just basic courtesy. That said, how exactly am I supposed to bring up something like that, and actually explain why I need to know it? But soon enough, the girl's straightforward personality solves that problem for me.
ねえパパ、今日はずっと何か読んでるけど、何を読んでるの？
Oh, just some top secret documents that detail your entire past in excruciating detail. Documents about your past.
私の？
Yeah, that's right.
ま、いっか、パパなら。っていうか、聞かれれば教えてあげたのよさ。
Alright, I'll check with you if there's something I don't understand in there.
あのね、一つ聞いてもいい？
What is it?
最近パパが妙に優しいのは、それが原因？
Well, we haven't had much examples of that, but whatever. No, I think that's just a result of me sleeping with you. Oh god. Men always treat women weirdly nice after they made love for the first time.
そっか、じゃあいいや。
Yuuji better have said it like that. After they've made love for the first time. Seriously?
じゃあさ、もう一回抱かれたら、もっと優しくなる？
I think not. If I spoil you any more than this, you'll go completely rotten in no time.
ち
yourself, kid. Anyway, wasn't there something you wanted to watch on television?
おう、せやった。デイブ見なきゃ。
Okay.
じゃあパパ、膝枕をしておくれ。
What? You want to watch lying down?
そんぐらいは甘えさせてくれんでしょ。ね。
Proper posture's important when you're watching television. Yeah, that's the important part. And you're just going to fall asleep if you lie down, aren't you?
まあまあ、いいからほら。
A camping on the sofa next to me, with the confident pushiness of a girl, disinclined to take no for an answer, Makina drops her head casually into my lap, then flips on the TV with the remote in her hands. I do feel like I might be getting a little too soft on the girl at this point, but I can't really bring myself to object too strongly. Probably more evidence of the effect reading those documents really had on me.
デイブ教授のアメイジングアニマル。いやー、キッズたち、元気だったかい？今週もアメイジングアニマルが始まるよ。
Amazing!
今日の特集は先週予告したようにヘビの特集だ。
Dave, clad in his usual rough attire, makes his way down to a richly verdant rural road with a giant smile on his face.
みんなは100歩だというヘビを知っているかな？
Nope.
そいつに噛まれると100歩歩くうちに死ぬと言われているとても恐ろしいヘビだ。
So if you just don't take any steps, you'll be perfectly fine. Okay. We're good then. We know how to handle these.
そして今日僕が来ているここベトナムには現地で2ステップスネークと呼ばれるその名の通り2歩歩くうちに死に至ると言われる猛毒を持ったヘビが今日はそのヘビを紹介しよう。
As screen abruptly changes to an insert video that seems to have been shot separately. Stock footage, maybe. As a clip of the two-step snake spitting venom towards the camera lens plays, a voiceover explains the animal's poison, encourages uncontrollable bleeding, playing up its fearsome lethality.
どうだい？恐ろしいヘビだろう。毒自体の強さはそれほど強くはないが、一度に吐き出す毒の量が多いのが2ステップスネークの恐ろしさて。今日僕がやってきたのはヘビの養殖場だ。ここでは80種類のヘビが2000匹も養殖されているんだ。
As Dave's points ahead with a triumphant grin, the camera turns to find local staff from the snake farm casually releasing a sizable serpent, then giving it a few pokes with a frayed bamboo stick. The animal seems none too pleased.
これが2ステップスネークだ。どうだい？恐ろしいだろう。もうだいぶ興奮しているようだね。よし、早速噛まれてみよう。
Well, better than Tuna Fish Man, at least. Why does this guy always seem to enjoy getting bitten parts so much? More importantly, didn't you just say the venom can kill you in seconds flat? I'm not following the logical progression here.
Ouch!
Grabbing the shin of his right leg where the animal bit him, Dave rolls around on the ground in exaggerated fashion.
これは痛い。痛すぎる。やばい。こいつはリアルな方だ。
Can they remove venom glands in snakes? I wonder. Is that a thing? Like you don't have to defang them or anything, you can just remove their venom glands or however they make them? As opposed to, what, an imposter? Of course it's going to hurt if you let the thing bite you. What's with this show anyways? Sometimes I feel like it's less of an animal documentary, more of an entertainment show for bloodthirsty children to cackle at Dave's reaction. I can just imagine Makina just laughing evilly at the moment. Well, local staff members quickly administer anti-venom, but Dave's leg grows bright violet nonetheless. With the minutes, it's swollen up to several times its normal thickness. This certainly does look like, it's pretty damn bad. I mean, seriously. Shouldn't somebody stop Dave for his own good? I can't help voicing my thoughts out loud, but Makina doesn't react. Huh? Makina? Did she fall asleep? The girl's eyes are shut. Her soft, regular breathing suggests she's fallen asleep in my lap. No wonder she's been strangely quiet lately. I told you so, kid. I briefly consider shaking her shoulder to wake her up, but even if I succeeded, it would probably be a short-lived victory. Fortunately, the DVR under our television seems to be saving the program. I guess the girl had Sachi set it up automatically to start recording this time every week. In 2010, wasn't TiVo like a regular thing? Well, in America at least. Whatever. Makina's mouth flaps loosely open and closed, emitting meaningless babble that doesn't even rise to the level of sleep talking. Honestly, it's pretty cute in a way. Guess it couldn't hurt to let her sleep a little bit longer. Probably get annoying if Mitro happens to wander by, but I was worried about my dignity or whatever. It'd be easy enough to just lower the girl's head off my lap, maybe even carry her up to her room. That's actually probably the least problematic choice here. We should do that. We should totally do that. Still, I chose not to do so, mostly because the weight and warmth of Makina's body feels surprisingly pleasant. I don't really understand why I've come to feel this way about her. Me neither. Really, me neither. But then again, my master doesn't understand the reason she took me until the day she died. But you didn't sleep with her, did you, Yuuji? Oh, I hope you didn't. Come to think of it, I'm not sure exactly when, but there's a time I asked Mane why she was going out of her way to look after an aggravating little pest like Makina.
なんでって言われてもな。
There had to be some reason you started, right?
きっかけね。まあ、あるっちゃあるけど、どうなんだろう。
I wonder.
前にさ、マキナは一人でお風呂に入ると寝ちゃうって話はしたよね。
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
あの子がこの学園に来て間もない頃にさ、やっぱりお風呂で寝ちゃって溺れかけたことがあってね。それ以降は私と一緒にお風呂に入るようになったんだけど、マキナと一緒にお風呂に入った時、ちょっと驚いたことがあってさ。
Like what?
あの子さ、手拭いの絞り方が変だったのよね。こうさ、タオルをボールみたいに丸めて両手でギューって握って絞るの。普通さ、手拭いって四つ折りにしてねじって絞るでしょ。私さ、それ見た時に、この子今までどんな環境で生きてきたんだろうとか、誰も教えてくれる人がいなかったのかなとか思った。なんかそういうのを教えるのが私の仕事なのかなって勝手に思ってさ。
So, sort of, kind of a lot like Yuuji.
それ以降かな、私がマキナの面倒を見るようになったのって。きっかけがあるとしたら、多分それだと思う。
That small a thing.
いや、別にそれが全てってわけじゃなくて、そういった小さなことの積み重ねでいつの間にかって感じでね。でもね、別に成り行きで仕方がなくってわけじゃないのよ。そりゃね、最初はめんどくさい子だなって思うこともあったけど、ずっとあの子のそばにいて、普通の何でもない小さなことを毎日積み重ねて、ある日、私この子のことが大好きなんだなって。まあ、私とマキナは女の子同士だし、恋愛とはまた別の感情なんだろうけど、ある日本当にふっと気がつくんだよね。この子が好き。一度気がついてそれを認めちゃえばあとは楽だよ。なんでこんなことしてるんだろうって悩まなくなるから。
I see.
自覚のないまま人を好きになるって珍しいことじゃないよ。もう認めちゃいなよ。私のこと好きなんでしょ。
No. Okay, now you've lost me. Spare me that woman. You can fall in love with someone without even realizing it. Until you notice the simple truth, it's impossible to come to terms with your own emotions. The question is this really how it should be? Rolls around in your head over and over. But by now, I found my answer. Looking down at the girl quietly sleeping in my lap, I find myself, once again, recalling the document I spent the afternoon reading. The house Makina was born into, the Ritsu clan, is built on a long and unbroken tradition of corruption and avarice. A fat, parasitic cancer on the body politic, with the roots reaching down to the bone. Just among the papers I looked over today, there are credible references to embezzlement, fraudulent budget inflation, and insider trading related to the government projects. And that's clearly just scratching the surface. Among the leaders of this clan, Arisu Masataka was the one and only individual of genuine integrity. Masataka. The man married into the family, so he'd been kept outside the loop at first. But after Makina's birth, he brushed up against the darkness at the core of the Arisu and realized he'd been integrated into a profoundly evil machine. Uncomfortable with the clan's immoral dealings, Mr. Masataka tried incredibly hard to move the Arisu onto a straighter path, motivated in no small part by concern for his newborn daughter. But in the end, his actions were nothing more than the nibbling of an ant at the foot of an elephant, producing no results other than the complete isolation within the family. When Mr. Masataka laid his hand on proof that the Risu's secrets and crimes, the family severed him from itself like the lizard shedding its tail. It was an elaborately planned assassination, using his love for Makina against him. You might say the girl was his Achilles heel. Makina was abducted in a sham kidnapping planned by her own relatives, used as bait to lure out her father. Mr. Masataka swallowed the deception hook, line, and sinker. He went to negotiate with the kidnappers, bearing a 120 million yen ransom, and was murdered before his daughter's eyes. He was an honest and timid man by nature, just as the criminals had demanded. He went to the meeting without telling anyone of the situation, and he died for that mistake. Up until that point, everything went off exactly according to the Risu leadership's plan. Their one and only flip-up was leaving the execution of the kidnapping to men from the Branch family. A Branch family had been trusted with cleaning up the main house's messes ever since the incorporation into the Irisu. The leadership pushed the job onto them without a second thought, a decision that complicated matters. Estimating that their faction could gain dramatically, the main family's successor candidate was to disappear along with their father. The kidnappers took a gamble and left Makina in the warehouse when they escaped. The girl spent a week tied to a pillar next to her father's corpse before she was finally discovered. Unfortunately, these events took place in the summer. The body began to change rapidly and soon started to emit a foul stench. The psychological stress of watching her father rot, combined with the physical stress of hunger and dehydration, left Makina in a truly terrible state by the time she was rescued. Afterwards, she spent 6 long years shut up in hospital under the Branch family's control, tormented by severe PTSD symptoms and other complications. So, you went through a hell of a lot, kid. As I muttered the words, my eyes returned to the girl sleeping on my lap, her tears running down her face. Makina, what kind of dream was she having right now? No matter how harsh the reality, surely it's not too much to hope the girl might find some happiness when she falls asleep. Because I totally do that every single time, those nightmares. Oh, is she gonna like dream about her past?
何度も見続けた辛く悲しいだけの夢。
いや、よく来てくれたね、イリス正隆さん。電話で伝えた通り、誰にも知られずに来たかな？
当たり前だ。警察はもとより妻にすら何も伝えてはいない。そんなことより娘を、マキナを返してくれ。金ならちゃんと用意してきた。
まあまあ、そう慌てなさんなって。あんたの娘はそこにいる。ちっとばかし、ほっぺたと膝をすりむいているかもしれない。腹が減ったらいけないと思って、さっきピザを注文したところだ。
マキナ！
おっとっとっと、まだだよ、正隆さん。まずは現金を確認させてもらわなきゃ。こっちも仕事なんでね。それより、ちゃんと持ってきたのかな？
そこにスーツケースが2つある。それが僕の自由に動かせる金額のすべてだ。
そう。じゃあ確認させてもらおうかな。よし。
マキナ、無事か？怪我？
まだだって言ってんだろ。せっかちだね、あんたも。金が数え終わるまで待ちなよ。
バス！
だ、もう。でかい声出すな。びっくりしてビールこぼしちまったじゃねえか。
バス、どう見ても金が足りね
え。はあ？なんで？いくらあるって？
あっと数えてみたところじゃ12万ドル。あとはわけのわからねえ紙切れ。
紙切れ？ああ。
君たちから電話があったのは昨日だぞ。そう簡単に都合よく金が用意できるはずもないのは。
まあね。そりゃ無理を言ってるのは分かってるよ。そんであんたはできるだけ何とかするって言ってくれたじゃない。それが何？12万ドル？あんたの娘はたったの12万ドルか？
だから150万ドル分の債券を用意した。
おい、勘弁してくれよ。俺は現金が欲しいと言ったじゃないか、正隆さん。冗談じゃない。そんなもんどうやって換金しろって言うんだ。そんなもん下手に転がしてみろ。投資顧問が黙っちゃいないだろ。
心配ない。もちろん無記名の債券だ。小切手なんかよりずっと安全だ。
Yeah, but not as safe as cash, right?
そういう問題じゃないんだよ。あんた全然分かっちゃいないな。こんなもんもらったところで、俺たちはまずその債券が本物か、そして有効なのかを調べなきゃいけない。わかるか？言いたかないが、 俺たちは田舎者だな。あんたはテキサスの田舎道にあるドライブインでカードを使えるかと財布から金色のカードを出した間抜けと同じことをしているんだな。そうだろ。
Texas? That's a weird reference for a Japanese person to be making, is it? It seems like it would be.
しかし僕にはこれが精一杯で。
そんな言い訳なんざ聞きたかねえのよ。冗談じゃない。この子さらうのにいくら金かかったと思ってんだよ。
ボス、あれ見てください。
あ？テレビがなんだ？
今画面に映ってんのイリスの人間じゃないですか？
ああてめえんとこの娘と亭主がえらい目に遭おうって時にのんきにクラシックのコンサートか？正隆さんよ、あんたは本当に嫁にも何も言わずに来たんだな。俺あんたのそういうバカ正直なところすげえ気に入ってるよ。
I wonder how involved she was in planning this.
そんなあんたならめんどくせえこともなくすんなりと仕事ができると踏んでたんだ。ところがどうだ、あんたが用意できたのはたった12万ドルと紙切れだけ。話にならないよ。
そんなバカな。
そりゃ俺のセリフだって。あんた俺の話聞いてんのか？あ？ちょっと待て。この画面に映ってんのあんたんとこの家族だよね。まあそこまではいいとしてよ。その嫁の隣にいる男と二人に手をつながれている女の子は誰よ？
Oh god, they specifically showed this in order to destroy his... Oh god, this is much worse.
バカな。こんなのは。
ああ、そっか。そういうことか。あんた捨てられたんだな。こいつらは替え玉だろ。あ、そっか。あんたこの子と一緒に捨てられたな。かわいそうによ。
Wait, but the Branch family was the one who supposedly made the decision to get rid of Machina too, right? But at this point, they're already setting it up so her mother is with the other guy and her sister. Okay, she had to have been involved in this. No?
嘘だ。
見捨てられた理由はあんたにもおおよその察しはついてんだろ。あんたはイリス一族の汚職に対して拭いがたい罪悪感があって家族と対立することも多かった。
Oh god, this is like literally just like them admitting that they're part of the Irisu, or at least part of the plans and whatnot. There's no way they'd know that much otherwise.
一族にしてみりゃ無駄に正義感の強すぎるあんたは一族の生みのような存在だったっつうこったな。
やめろ。子供の前でそんな話。
まあいいじゃねえのよ。こうなった以上はあんたが持っている汚職の証拠ってやつを俺に譲ってくれよ。そしたらさ、足りない身代金の代わりにイリス家から金をもらえるだろ。
最初からそれが目的だったのか。
まあその予定がなかったって言えば嘘になるが、あんたがちゃんと金を用意すればこうはならなかったんだぜ。どうする？汚職の証拠とやらを俺に渡してみちゃどうだ？何を悩むことがあんだよ。あんたと娘を見捨ててみんなで仲良くコンサートに行くような薄情な家族にあんた犬っころみてえに捨てられたんだぞ。
もちろん悔しいさ。だが悔しいからといって悪に対して悪をもって制裁するのは。
ご立派だね。あんたそんな善人でよくイリス家にいられたもんだよ。
何とでも言ってくれ。とにかく金は用意できるだけ用意した。
だよね、だよね。あんたならまあそういうだろうってのは分かってたよ。まあつまり金が用意できなかった時点であんたの運命はほぼ決まっ。
I can't believe she's been silent this entire time. Oh no. Get a blood splatter. That is a lot of blood. Oh god.
バッカだな。もうね、あんたほんとバカ。このお嬢ちゃん、イリス・マキナには同年代の妹がいる。つうことはあれだ。替え玉には事欠かないってわけで。
my goodness, how ingrained into the Branch family are these like specific kidnappers? Because they're just like gloating in front of the guy.
わざわざ高い身代金を払う必要もないし、むしろそうなってくれた方が都合のいい人間だっているかもしれない。正隆さんよ。俺だって好きでこんなことしてるんじゃないんだぜ。
You sort of seem like you enjoy it.
むしろ非常に残念な結果になったと思っているし、こうして引き金を引いている今も全くもって胸くその悪い思いだよ。だが嫌な仕事だからって部下に押し付けるわけにもいかないじゃないか。だから俺はこうして自らの手で後始末をしているわけだが、いいかい？俺はこう見えても一応は公平な立場だったんだ。
Bullshit, you were gonna kill him from the beginning.
もしあんたが200万ドルきっちりと耳を揃えて用意できていたのなら、俺たちはその金を受け取ってお疲れ様でしたとこの場から笑顔で帰って、
Bullshit.
ちょっと艶のある女将のいる小料理屋にでも入ってささやかな祝杯をあげていたんだよ。それがどうだい？あんたが可愛い娘のためにかき集めてきた金はたったの12万ドル。こいつはいただけない。
This is like such blatant it feels like such blatant revenge. It's not even it doesn't even what? They're just trying to destroy him mentally at this point.
俺が汚職の証拠で手を打とうと譲歩してみせりゃ、それまで断っちまうんだから。あんたそれでも父親かい？父親だったら娘のためにどんな悪いことをしてでも金をかき集めてこなきゃ嘘だろ。あくそ、弾がなくなっちまった。
ボス、もうその辺で。
あ？なんだ？銃のせいで耳が聞こえねえんだ。もっと。
ボス、もうその辺で。そろそろずらかった方が。
だってうるせえな。
マキな。
おいおいおいおい、待て。正隆さん、まだ生きてんじゃねえかよ。なんでだよ、不死身かこいつ。
ボスが下手くそだからじゃ。
That might be part of it.
ああ、聞こえねえっつの。言いたいことがあるなら言えよ。
Just like nameless criminals in the not even like the biker gang, or what was it, the biker gang? Not even they were completely nameless. Damn.
なんでもねえっすよ。
ああ、そうかよ。もういいや、ほっときゃ勝手に落ちるだろ。そんじゃ消えるか。ああ、くそ、頭痛い。
I just swear, like the criminals in this have like such long monologues. I mean, for this, it's like let's have this like elaborate setup to destroy him mentally, as we already shot his brains out. Cause of course, with the like criminals that Yuuji got the jump on, he had that whole thing about him just like punishing or whatever the guy who fucked up, and he went on and on about that. It's just an interesting depiction of criminals, them trying to act all high and mighty, and basically like monologuing.
ボス、ガキの方はどうしますか？
あ？そうな。生かしておく理由もなくなったしな。もう弾がねえっつの。締め殺すか。
でもボス、もう時間が。
あ？時間？なんのよ。
飛行機の時間です。
そっか。じゃあもういいか。めんどくせえし。行くぞ。ガキは放っておけ。どうせ顔は見られ。
そう、これは夢。早く目が覚めてほしいって。ただそれだけを何度も願い続けるだけの苦しく。パパ大丈夫？血がいっぱい出てるよ。
マキナ、君はどこか怪我をしていないか？
私は平気。それよりパパは痛い？
僕も平気だよ。全然痛くないんだ。
嘘だよ。だってパパ、血がいっぱい出てるよ。
本当だよ。全然痛くないんだ。いっぱい血が出てるのに。
Oh, that's
不思議だね。
That's how the brain works. So much pain.
少しも痛くないんだ。
So much pain, you just cut off actually feeling it because you know there's no point.
ごめんね、パパ。私を パだから怪我をしちゃったんだよね。
気にすることはないよ。これは当然のことだからね。
でも
ごめんよ、マキナ。
パパ、どうして謝るの？
僕の娘に生まれてこなければ、君は。
謝らないで、パパ。変だよ。
泡を解いて君を自由にしてあげたいけど、指がうまく動かないんだ。
パパ、
ごめんよ。
パパ、どうしたの？
マキナ、何かお話をしてくれないかな。
話って？
何でもいいんだ。何か楽しい話が聞きたいな。
急に言われても困るよ。
そうだね。楽し
パパ、笑ってるの？
そうだよ。
どうして？痛くないの？
We've been over this already. We've been over this.
平気さ。言っただろう。全然痛くないよ。何も感じないんだ。
そうね。パパは笑っているもの。きっと平気なのね。
Okay, such an interesting term to use.
当たり前さ。僕が君に嘘をついたことがあるかい？
いっぱいあるじゃない。この前の私のお誕生日も一緒にお祝いしようって約束したのに。
そうか。そうだったかな。
もう何がそんなにおかしいの？
僕はね、君には僕の笑顔を覚えていてほしいのさ。
私、パパの笑顔。
そうか。ありがとう、マキナ。
パパ？
ごめんよ。実は仕事が忙しくてね。昨日はあんまり寝てないんだ。
パパ、眠いの？
ごめんよ。
We know where this is going, so...
仕方がないね。お仕事だものね。
Oh yeah, that's the important part.
ごめんよ。
私はママのために働いているのだから。いいよ、パパ。おやすみなさい。
God, she's so motherfucking innocent at this point.
でも、1時間経ったら起こすからね。私は何度も声をかけた。でもパパは目を覚まさない。パパはぐっすりと眠ってしまった。やがて朝になり、周りが明るくなってもパパは目を覚まさない。私は何度もパパに声をかけた。やがてまた日が落ちて、それでもやっぱりパパは目を覚まさない。そしてまた朝になって、また夜が来て、そのうちパパの体からは、ほら、夏だったから。だからパパの体は虫がね、虫がほらいっぱいね。どこから来たのかしらってぐらい。
Just the sound is enough.
ね、
Just the fucking sound is enough to give me a little bit of shivers.
死んじゃったの？ じゃない。
No, he said he was okay.
平気だなんて言っておいて死んじゃったねえ。信じられる？こんな嘘って信じられないよ。私は信じなかった。だから何度も何度もパパに話しかけた。パパには誕生日に子犬を買ってもらうはずだった。パパの仕事が夏休みになったら海に連れて行ってくれるって。夜になったらパパと一緒に花火をするって。パパは自分の子供に自転車の乗り方を教えるのが夢だったと。
Oh, how convenient.
そう言っていた。
That's a convenient dream to have.
私はそれだから私はいつまでもパパに話しかけてた。でももう何も話すことがなくなった。だから私は黙ってパパの死体を見ていた。もう一生分ぐらい話してしまったのだから。だから最後に一言だけ喋って、それでパパの嘘つき。
I don't know if the words Machina just spoke were directed at me or her real father. But either way, they startled me, conscious as I am of hiding things from her. Watching the girl sniffle miserably in my lap, I can feel my own mood sinking. It's not like me to get pulled along by the emotions of others. Have I gotten weaker? The thought's unpleasant, disturbing even. It's like I've been into something and felt my teeth rattle loosely in my skull. Oh yeah, that's not a good feeling. If you just like bite into something and your teeth feel really unstable, it's just like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? The animal variety show on the television, having reached the serious second half of the program, begins to broadcast the story of a wolf raising its children.
動物の中でも特に家族を大切にする生き物です。
Wounded and bloodied, the wolf on the screen fights to protect its children. No matter how many times it's knocked down, the animal keeps standing up again. I see. Weaker. Isn't the right word, is it? Machina reaches out reflexively, as if requesting help. I take her hand and squeeze it firmly. I'm right here, Machina. When we're like this, I can almost fool myself into believing I become a good person. It's embarrassing to discover I'm so capable of these sorts of feelings, but also brings me something close to happiness. At the same time, there's an undercurrent of unease. The same old doubts. Is it really alright for me to touch this girl with my soiled hands? But I made up my mind. If this girl reaches out for help, I'll take her hands. I'll hold on as long as I can. If I should falter, I'll let go and fall alone. Machina's hand, grasped tightly in mine, feels a little lighter than it did before. I haven't spent much time in any halfway normal schools, so I can't really call myself an authority on the subject, but this thing called homework is truly a pain in the ass. Why are we really worrying about homework at the moment? Even when exams are approaching and you have to buckle down, you'll find yourself making more progress on cleaning your room than reading your textbooks, reflectively seeking out any possible distraction from reality. I've never really, let's see. I've always been a good student. Well, not a good student, but a capable student. Capable academic. In high school, I never had to worry about studying. There's a few times where I never studied and I got a little bit lower of a grade than I was expecting. Something like I got a B just barely because I didn't really study and I never really had to study and never made it a habit. But once you get to college, you sort of have to study a little bit, at least a little bit more, especially on the more difficult subjects. For me in college, studying was definitely not a regular thing. I was never able to make it a habit. Never ever. It was very much a last minute thing, and I feel as though I personally worked much better last minute studying, just because of the time. I work much better at deadlines personally. If I feel like I really got to get my ass in gear on something, then I'll typically do much better working on it. Studying was no difference. I mean, I've never had a good memory, so retaining the information at an intuitive level was not always the easiest thing when it came down to it, but I'm the sort of person that academically I do well because I understand like concepts quite well, and I'm able to apply it instead of memorizing everything. So it's more a matter of trying to understand the concepts and then branching out and connecting it to other information. I'm sure people are really interested in how good of a student I was in college. I mean, I got good grades. I graduated with honors and stuff like that. Exactly which honors did I graduate with? Well, it depends if you ask at the graduation or at when I got my diploma. Oh, it's, yeah, no one cares this much. I'm sure no one cares that much. Some people handle it better than others, but in general, nobody's at their best when forced to confront something troublesome. Just facing up an arduous pile of problems requires some real willpower. At present, Machina is the homework I need to confront. Okay, good. Ooh, I mean, homework, yes. If he's actually doing homework for the school in this time, that would be a problem. And to the truly enormous scope of the problem, using youthful energy to force my way to a solution hasn't gone so smoothly. There's been a lot of unproductive agonizing going on. Of course, considering the imminent danger, it's clear that taking immediate action would be best. If I've got the time to procrastinate using my daily running routine as pretext, it'd probably be better to spend charging the Risu home with a dagger in my hand, at least trying to do my duty. However, we're dealing with a conglomerate strongly tied to the nation itself. No matter how fiercely a single mutt barks and snarls outside the gate, they're not exactly going to shake in their shoes. And even if, by some chance, the world would tilt in an unexpected direction, how could we hope to compensate society for the resulting damage? No matter how hard I think, the answers don't come. It's easy enough to boast that you'll stick to your guns no matter who tries to push you around, but the simple fact is that fighting the power almost never ends badly for the power in question. Very true. I mean, it's funny because people like to rail against the establishment and stuff like that, but when in reality the establishment is the one with the influence to get stuff done, and realistically, if you need to also get stuff done if you want to actually go against the establishment, and the establishment is the one with the power to get stuff done. And usually if you're dealing with someone that actually does have that influence, then more likely than not, they're already part of that greed, corruption, or whatever in many ways or forms. No matter what they tell you, no matter what they say they're connected to, there's a chance they're connected to it. So realistically, I personally think the best way to go about it is to support people who not people who say they'll do great things for you, not people who say that their intentions are to do great things, but people who argue intelligently for policies that actually will help people. Because if they understand why they're intelligent, helpful policies, and they have coherent thoughts on the matter, then at the very least, even if they're still in that corrupt area of it, because honestly, realistically, I'm talking about politicians here, and no one probably cares, I know, but I'm on a rambling thing, and I'm going to finish the thought at least. And the corruption, even if they're in the corruption, if they're still enacting policies that benefits people outside of the corruption quite a bit as well, then that's good. But if they're just saying that they want to do good for everyone and they're just enacting random policies that they're saying are great for people, even though logically it makes no sense, and they're just saying that it's good rather than creating intelligent, well thought out arguments in that regard, then I wouldn't trust that sort of... Okay. I don't even know what I'm going on here anymore. Let's end this, because fighting the power and actually rebelling is sort of just a stupid concept in general, especially when you're dealing with things so much bigger than you. Hell, if one's individual stubborn resistance were enough to frustrate those entrusted with authority, the way of the world would change fundamentally, and not necessarily for the better. In the end, I'm not much more than the country's pet dog, and the Risu bear exceptional influence with my master. I can't even bear my fangs against them. But here's what it comes down to. I want to keep Makina safe even if it costs me my life. I don't give a damn about the national interest. On a very simple, very personal level, reaching Makina is my first and absolute priority. I love you, Makina, more than anything else in the world, or anyone else in the world.
何急に
I'm affirming my own feelings, that's all. The fact that I love you, you're the only thing I should prioritize above all else. I was just speaking those thoughts out loud to see if they rang true.
おおしてその結果はいかに
In terms of my personal feelings, there's nothing wrong with those words, Makina. You're definitely the most important thing in the world to me. However, as a wise man once said, there's no woman in the world more troublesome than your mother. It's a little hard to say this to her own daughter, but I don't actually think it's possible to phrase this both gently and accurately. I'm going to be frank here. Your mom's a sociopathic bitch. And despite this long, convoluted attempt at an excuse, when you get right down to it, I'm afraid of her.
それは実の娘の私が言うのもなんだけど私のお母さんは子供がそのまま大人になったような残酷な人だから
Oh,
ビビっちゃうのもわかる話なのよ
I never thought of that, comparison, but yeah, that's not a bad one. To be honest, I don't have the strength to confront your family head on. Given that there are two possibilities, we can run and hide, or we can try and hold out and find a way to endure their one-sided abuse. To be honest, I can't bring myself to make that call. What do you want to do? What do you want me to do? No, please, tell me what I should do, Makina.
だからって私に聞かれても私個人の都合でパパを振り回す結果になるのは目に見えているのに
I see.
何も言えないのよ
I see. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright, in that case, let's get a third opinion. We can pretend like we're the ones who, they're the ones who pushed us into this, then do whatever we want while blaming it on them. How's that sound?
おお極めて日本人的な責任転嫁なのよさすがだよそれでいこうパパ超頭いいよ
Oh my goodness. No matter how skilled or a soldier you may be, when you're unsure of the next move, don't try to muddle through it alone. Consult your superior officer. Who is that, Amane? Battles are won and lost on the big picture level of strategy. No one man on the ground can see the whole board. Blundering ahead blindly, guided only by emotions or values, is the kind of criminal stupidity that invites disaster. When I was very young, the person who looked down onto the board from above was always my sister. If I did as she told me, I could at least avoid the worst case scenario no matter what in the situation. After my sister's death, the next person to watch the big picture for me was my master. But Asuko's advice tended to be a little heavy on the brute force approach, sometimes to the point of excess. JB was an indispensable counterweight, leaning heavily in the opposite direction. Asuko loved the high-risk, high-return play. JB strongly favored the low-risk, low-return. Raised under the mutual guidance, I naturally began to weigh their opinions against each other, searching for the answer that felt correct for me. But today, Asuko's no longer around to offer one of those staggering, drastic plans that always left you wondering if she'd even thought about the consequences. Even if I can consult with JB about this, she'd without a doubt recommend looking for a way to maintain the status quo. But there's nothing more than the passive opinion of a woman focused on the way that the winds are blowing. Should we give in or resist? To break this sort of deadlock, you really do need someone who can provide a big picture perspective.
で、なぜ私のところへ来るのかしら
I didn't even think of her. I forgot. Isn't it obvious? There aren't many people in this school even familiar with the circumstances, and despite the whole Neutral Observer Act, you're constantly giving us precise and timely advice.
だからって私にどうしろというの
Precise and timely advice. I don't expect you to do anything. Hell, look at it as standing in for a coin flip. Just casually call out heads or tails if you want. You do understand our situation, right?
それでも結果はつきまとうわ私が気楽に決めた結果であなたたちがどうなっても責任は取れないし後悔もしたくはない他は
そんな冷たいこと言うなよ他には相談できないの知ってるでしょ
Have I properly explained the situation to Makina? I assume I haven't told her about the, most pressing Bard events. I sort of assume I haven't.
だからって私だって困るのよ そんなこと。
I understand we're asking a lot, but if I had to make an apology, faced with the approach of an overwhelmingly powerful American army, do you continue fighting down to the last soldier, or accept being branded a coward, swallow your tears, and return to help lay the cornerstones of your nation's long, painful rebirth? Even if you consult the non-com who's taken over your platoon after the CO bit the dust, he'll just snarl, "How do I know? Make up your own damn mind!" in response. If anything, you're better off making a field appointment in the absence of the true CEO. Shout, "Corporal Kazami!" I assume that's Corporal. "You're the leader of this platoon. Then give him a temporary promotion to the second lieutenant. Your man can't help but stiffen on his spine." However, even knowing full well that I'm being unreasonable, I want to ask you once more. What should I do, Commander Sakaki?
中隊長って
Don't worry about it.
注意殿、お言葉を。あなたがたった一言、私たちに死ねと言ってくだされば。
Every time we talk, we should give her another promotion.
私たちは何年でもこの島に立てこもり、一兵でも多くの敵をほふりましょう。
It's not a horrible idea. Could we just, like, reinforce this place with, like, and just, like, stick up in here, like, get, like, just, like, stick... Could we just, like, reinforce this building and basically make this a holdout place for, like, years? Is that even
あ
possible?
のね、これは軍隊ごっこじゃないのよ。そんな大事なことを私の意見でどうにかしようというのがそもそもの間違いだわ。
Ooh, look at you starting the logic to making a decision.
あなたたち、私を神様か何かと勘違いしていない？
No, continue. So you say, but if you remove a single character from the name Sakaki, you're left with the kanji for God. Really? Damn.
おお、うまいこと言うな。
Sakaki, my friend, no. My God. Tell us what we should do. I beseech you.
ほら、お賽銭あげるのよさ。ぜひご神託を。ゴッドゴッド。
私に小銭を投げつけるのはやめなさい。
There are no atheists in foxholes, as they say. The opponent's far, far more powerful than us. That reality's clearer than the sight of the bombers soaring overhead on their way to devastate the mainland. How meaningful would it be to barricade ourselves away in this island? Is dying and becoming a patriotic spirit really the only righteous choice? But survival gained by turning tail and fleeing is a shameful thing. Anyone with a shred of compassion for those left behind couldn't accept such a selfish path. The only easy way to resolve this by sending Makina home to her family immediately. But awaits her there is death, in spirit if not body. But if I were to flee Makina in tow, those left behind in this school might very well suffer the consequences as well. In the worst case scenario, there's no guarantee that they won't be taken as hostages. I understand that I'm being tested here, but it seems I'm a hopeless loser who can't make his own decisions when push comes to shove. Please help me, Sakaki.
よしこ。
だからユミコを勝手にヨシコにするなと何度も言っているでしょう。
Sorry about that. Kids these days feel the need to invent slang for everything they see. Try to let it slide, please.
だいたい答えはもう決まっているんでしょ。だったら好きにしたらいいじゃない。あなたたちは結局後始末を私に押し付けたいだけなのよ。違う？
I mean, we might have discussed that. You're not wrong. That's exactly how it is. I know we're being incredibly selfish. This might end up causing serious problems for you and the others, but even so, I want to protect Magina.
私の正直な意見を言っても構わない？
Go ahead. I think that was half the point, right?
この学園ではある程度の安全が保証されているとはいえ、イリスさんが標的になっている以上、イリスさん本人はもちろんのこと、他の学園生においても保護はしきれないというのが現状よ。同じ学び屋で席を並べた友を放り出すのは、学園経営者の娘としては苦渋の決断をせざるを得ない。イリス・マキナさん、あなたを当学園から除籍します。
Perfect.
除籍。
In other words,
休学でも退学でもなく除籍。つまり書類上はイリス・マキナはこの学園にはいなかった
that
とい
helps.
うことになるわ。
That actually would help. I say this in so many different of my LPs, but never leave a paper trail. Never leave a motherfucking paper trail if you're trying to, like, be slightly sneaky about it. I see. Erasing every document with the name Irisu Makina on it is probably only prudent under the circumstances, which would mean me as well.
ええ、あなたもよ。風見雄二なんて学生、うちにはいなかった。 それでいいのでしょ？が、
ユミちゃん。
I feel like Amane would want to come with. Sorry for the hassle.
いいのよ。逆に言えば、それぐらいしかしてあげられないのが私なのだから。
Alright, Machina. Since that's decided, want to run away with me?
逃げよう。地の果てまでも。
Ooh, we could go to the moon. Sakaki's right, of course. Whatever I have said, the truth is I've already made up my mind. A snap of the Erisa's fingers is enough to leave people dead. They can't be persuaded or negotiated with. Staying here would leave me only grinding my teeth impotently. If I curl into a ball and wait for the hurricane to pass, I'll ultimately be forced to kill Machina with my own hands. Given a choice between killing her and running away, I'd naturally choose the latter. But disappearing into the night without a word would be agonizing. Knowing that those we're leaving behind might well just face unjust suffering, I simply couldn't bring myself to do what had to be done. And now Sakaki's agreed to a similar role, protecting this school from the consequences of our actions. Sakaki, thank you. Now I can run away with a clean conscience.
ユミちゃん、私からもありがとう。
私は厄介者を追い出しただけよ。お礼を言われるようなことは何もしていないわ。まあ、すべての方がついたら、またこの学園へ戻っていらっしゃい。除籍とはいえ、再入学はいつでも歓迎するから。
Down to the last breath. Damn. Apparently overcome with emotion at Sakaki's unexpected warm words, Machina spreads out her arms like a bird flapping its wings. Taking advantage of the momentary distraction this provides, she proceeds to barrel forward into Sakaki's bosom. Closing to a grappling range in the extremist exemplary slide dash before target can begin to evade. Machina twines her legs tightly around Sakaki's knees, cutting off any possibility of retreat.
ありがとう、ユミちゃん。私、きっとここに帰ってくるから。
Someday.
わかったから、話して。
それまで元気でね。
Machina forces her lips against those of her immobilized prey, and the girl's not playing around either. This feels awfully familiar. From this passionate kiss accompanied by the faint clacking of teeth against teeth, I sense something like the essence of female friendship. Yeah, that's typically how female friendship works. Kisses on the lips. Profoundly moving spectacle. Brings a tear to my eye. After a while, Sagaki seems to grow somewhat agitated, releasing her grasp on Machina to thump the girl's back like a martial artist signaling surrender. But the situation seems to be developing further. Sakaki slapping against Machina's back becomes progressively weaker, and the muffled grunts of leaking out of the corner of her mouth grow sweet in tone. It looks like you stepped up your game once again, Machina. Taking in this radiant scene of womanly affection, noting with approval the maturation of my favorite pupil, I fold my arms in front of my chest and nod deeply in satisfaction. Perhaps running out of breath at last, Machina releases Sagaki from her grasp and then sucks down a great lungful of air.
ユミちゃん、大好きだよ。
Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh my.
何をするのよ。なんでキスしたの？
なんでって俺？
なんで？
サービスよ。
もうそんなお礼とかサービスとかいいから、とっととこの学園から出て行ってちょうだい。
This is a good way to leave. Sagaki. Ha. I hadn't managed to say goodbye yet.
追い出されちゃったのよさ。やつはなんであんな怒ってんの？
Don't ask me. Perhaps the effectiveness of your technique flustered her.
お礼がしたかっただけなのに失敗しちゃったかな。
Where did you even get the idea that that was how you showed gratitude? Who knows? She made a good show of being angry, but for all we know, she's gone off to pleasure herself to the memory.
あなたたち、いい加減にしなさい。
She hears us talking about it, and she comes out just like, I'm just assuming she has like a spiked back in her, a spiked like bat in her hand at the moment. Nah, kid, run, Machina, run, run, run! As a blunt projectile shatters noisily against the floor behind us, Machina and I flee at a sprint. You know, Machina, we have to say goodbye to the school now. Are you really alright with that?
きっとこうするのが一番いいんだよ。ほら、猫ってさ、死ぬ時が迫ると飼い主の前からいなくなるって言うじゃない。きっと私もそんな感じなのよさ。
There are so many goddamn cat and dog metaphors in this.
すっとみんなの前からいなくなって、うるさい子だったなーって、バカな子だったなーって、ちゃんと元気にしてるのかなーって。
The real story of the Fruit of Grisaia is when Yuuji goes insane and has a bunch of cats and actually just plays pretend romance with them.
いなくなりたいよ。
Oh, and dogs. It's fine. You don't die. I won't let you. There's nothing to worry about.
ありがとう、パパ。
We'll see. Okay. And I think because we're at the point of leaving, there might be a little bit more before that, but I think this is where I'm going to end it for today. Well, I didn't expect us to actually run away. Do we really think we can run away effectively? I'm not really convinced that we're capable of that. Irisu just has so much influence. I guess we'll see. So I'll see y'all next time. Drive safely, everyone.